When we do this, I've taken him down, or I could be in any position, but I get to the top level. Okay, this is a great thing after I've thrown him and knocked him down. He's on elbows and knees. It's a great follow through. Okay, great follow. Now this gi here, when I do this, I'm going to grab his lapel with my right hand, okay, and I'm just going to snap it down. So I've got him here, I'm going to snap it, so I kind of make the noose tighter, okay? So I kind of nice and tight here, and I'm going to wrap it under his neck. Now this is something that some of you guys are kind of forgetting, and I want you to do it, okay? So here we go, tighten it up, and then when I'm coming around, I'm going to just literally shove it into his chest and shove it in and lift it under his neck, under his throat. I don't want to pull it across his face because then the referee is going to stop it, it's going to nullify what I'm doing. I want to be sure I pop it here like this. Can everybody see if I pop it like this? And then I'm going to wrap it tight under the throat. So it's a pop down and an under. Okay, so here, out, under. So that's what I'm going to do. So down, under, as I come around it, I'm going to get to the side here, and I've got this already started, the choke is already starting to happen, the strangle's already happening. Now I've got a nice hole here, I'm going to use that, okay? When I come through here, I'll point my toe, and I'm going to drive through it. I'm going to have Derek do this on mic. And now as this toe is pointed, and I drive this toe through the opening here, like this.
And the toe.
My left toe is pointed, my left hand is going to come under, open them up, put the back of the hand on the back of the head. So when I do this, it's totally pointed through as I roll, pop it like this, and I'm going to roll over my left shoulder. And Derek will do it on mic here. And that's important. That hand and foot action together is really important. Do it again, come on. Now watch how he pops it out, he comes around. Now look at the hand and foot action together. You want to use them as kind of one unified movement there. They're hooked together somehow. So watch the foot and the hand. And simple, he finished on his buttocks, didn't he? You guys are doing great over there. But let's work on that point to toe. It's almost like you're doing like a kochigari type thing, kochigaki.
Like that.
Yeah, you see how you...
Sideways, not like this. If I'm rolling sideways like this, okay, he might climb right up.
It's a really good point. It's a really good point. You want to go kind of laterally to him there, to perpendicular.
Okay, point the toe, and as I step over, I'm gonna weave my arm through and roll as straight that way as I can.
Now, don't be in a hurry just to get that arm somewhere. When you do that, when you filter this through, you kind of swim that hand through the back of your hand and the back of his head. You don't want to be real tight up on his shoulder. It's not like a half Nelson, quarter Nelson type thing. Do it where you're too tight. Show where you're doing it too long. Now watch it. Now, when he gets tied up, see, and he lost him. I mean, he's controlling the neck okay, but what he wants to do is keep sliding through and make that a tighter strangle. So when he comes through, look at the hand, slide it through. Okay. And what you do, you open his, kind of come up high so they can see this, Mike. You know, again, we never start here. It's kind of a dumb thing for Mike to do. But watch when he does this, he's going to chop Mike's hand open and see how he swings it there and finishes. One more time, just watch how he just comes around, pops it, swings. Always remember finish on the buttocks because if finish strong, I have more control on my opponent. I'm not bearing his weight on my body. Plus, if the strangle doesn't work, it could switch right into jiu-jitsu. You just want to get those rough edges sanded down. And one of the biggest rough edges is getting that hand in and the foot together when you're rolling. That creates more torque in the roll, and it creates a nicer, nastier strangle. If they've wrestled or something, they put the back of the hand on the back of the head like you do like high school wrestling or something, that negates the strangling action. Because what I'm doing, I'm just pinching this,
It's kind of
together.
Yeah, it's like a wedge almost with the back of your hand, not necessarily a push.
Good? Let's work on that.